YouTube, my mom had triplets, and she once said take 3. And I normally pride myself on being eloquent enough, articulate enough, and most notably lazy enough to only do 1 take of videos. But this is the 3rd take that we've done live, because YouTube is so broken right now with the live streaming at the time of recording this that after about 5 minutes, they just shut down the connection to the live stream. And I'm really paranoid. I'm like literally staring at the dropped frame time code of my YouTube OBS connection every single millisecond, waiting for it to happen. So get your comments in, get your likes in. It's all going to go away probably very soon. Mama's here though.
Hello.
And Ryan Veda's here with 4 upside down smiles. Ryan, you're on the wall. You made it. Okay.
It's good to be on the wall.
It is definitely good to be on the wall. Is Inslane here? I think he might have profile pic tips. Okay, so I did something really stupid today. I gave Kabam credit. What happens when you do that traditionally, Mama?
It, usually comes around to bite you in the you-know-where.
Yeah, and we had, during Valentine's Day sales, for Valiant players at least, a chance to acquire, though of course that chance is a rare one that did not come my way, the first ever 7-star Nexus. And we had people submit videos and photos with multiple. We had one guy get 2 7-star Nexus and 5 crystals.
Dang.
Super Cali, I'm thankful for the new Battlegrounds for update for Valiant, and think new Battlegrounds update for Paragon, which is not a new update at all, is the biggest slap in the face to a player base that they need to make happy. And one of the dumbest shots in your own foot I've ever seen a company make. It should be in public relations. There's just so many things Kabam has done that should be in public relations textbooks forever, what not to do when you're trying to keep your customer base happy. With that being said,
I don't understand why they keep dissing the Paragon player group, because it's probably their biggest player group.
It's got to be.
And
yeah, no
you
question.
keep pissing us off. I mean, what is our honestly, what is our incentive to become Valiant if this is the way you're going to treat the biggest player group?
So, here's the problem. If you thought you were getting a 7-star Nexus Hero Crystal, which is what you see in front of you from the Superior Mythic Crystal that can only be obtained right now, Mama, it's happening again.
Oh, no.
Okay, and then it stopped. All right, y'all, I think you can still see me. This is one of the craziest video experiences of my YouTube career, and that is saying something after 6 years of this. So, Kaskam, as we like to call them when they mistrust us, thank you, Stephen Burse. Kaskam sent out a message to Valiant players when noon Central Standard Time hit on Wednesday, although now it's Thursday for most people, with a 7-star Nexus offer for 6,000 units. Now, I talked about how even though it was an exciting opportunity, if it was class-based especially, which we had never seen, that it still was not something that would automatically lead people to not feel regret. Even if it was a 7-star class-based Nexus, let's say you're going for OG Hulk.
Or Venom.
Or Venom. You have like a 30 to 35% chance about to get him from the Nexus, which means if you only want that one champion, you're probably going to have instant buyer's remorse, which is also a side effect of this game. So we saw this 6-star Nexus selector bundle, and they used the same language for the 7-star Nexus selector bundle. The only thing that changed, obviously, is it went from a 6-star to a 7-star. Until Kabam decided, and I'm sure they've addressed this elsewhere, but not in the in-game message itself, to edit the title of the 7-star Nexus Crystal Bundle, which, when I looked at it, I thought, wait a minute, there are no Nexus symbols in this crystal. It's just the color of the class. That is not a Nexus crystal at all, and that's far worse of a deal, because the 7-star class-based Nexus crystal, which is better than the 7-star all classes in one Nexus crystal we just looked at the Valiant crystal, is something we haven't seen yet. So I thought Kabam was going to give players a chance to see a new crystal on a non-whale holiday, which they've never done. And still, they've never done. Because they edited it. I don't care if you went for someone like Hulk and you got Hulk. Or you went for someone like Venom and you got Venom. You still have a really good argument that this is not a crystal that you should have paid for. But the problem is, Kabam controls refunds. This is a unit offer that's not a cash offer. And Kabam doesn't like to give any refunds whatsoever. So if you spent cash to get the units, to get a crystal that wasn't actually the crystal that you were promised, you should be beyond furious. You should If this happened in any other situation, this is legal action. But knowing Kabam, they're just going to try to pretend like it didn't happen.
Oops, sorry about that.
Now, wow. So, Earth 25 just stated something fascinating. Kabam thinks that they fixed all the edits. This is not labeled as a Nexus Crystal either, even though it still has the title of 6-star Nexus Selector. And it's been, at the time of recording this, over 9 hours?
Mine says 6-star class hero selector.
Okay, but they didn't fix it for Valiant players. It still says the wrong title. This is exactly what happened with the 7-star, only they only fixed the 7-star. Even though I could, in theory, I definitely won't, purchase this with 2,000 units. That is false advertising. That is not clickbait. That is not over-dramatization. So it turns out the economy of the game didn't change forever because Kabam accidentally lied to us about it changing forever. Or maybe it wasn't accidental. Who knows with this company? But what's really crazy is Paragon players can now see a corrected title of this, but Valiant players still see the error. And Nadnuk just donated $2 so that Shady can be up there. And that's very shady. Although that's kind of an insult to the word shady or lamps in general. Maybe even tree trunks. They don't deserve to be brought in. Look, how many people work on these offers? We actually have no idea.
Well, at least some of them should be reprimanded because, good God.
This is blatant, false advertising at its finest. And on top of that, 6,000 units is almost $200 worth of units. It is a crazy amount of units to throw at something, thinking that you're going to get a 1 in 3-ish chance at a Hulk or a Shuri, Domino, you name it. And instead, you get essentially like a 5% chance? 10% maybe? And I don't care what Kabam says on the forums. I have received no messages about this publicly in the game, which the forums, if I didn't have a channel with so many kind people to send me forum post links, I would never know that they existed. If you want to communicate with the game, it's got to be in this messaging place, not the forums. By the way, Exit says a Kabam specialist, when they advertise on a thing, give you another thing, but keep your money. So
he's not wrong.
Kick Rocks, I feel like we need to end this video with what you sent me because it sounds like it ties into this. It's just so dumb. It's so easy to just fix it. Like, what? This is the biggest... You know what the title of this video should be? The biggest shady typo in Kabam history. All right.
Kabam marketing, what not to do. Or Kabam marketing for dummies.
Kabam Mike, in his official forum post stance, Kick Rocks, thank you for sending this over, says, "Hey all, we are aware of the issues with this offer and are taking it down until we can clarify the content." Which they didn't! It's still mislabeled for the 6-star. So the first sentence of this post is wrong. These were not meant to be Nexus Crystals. Nexus is still one of the words in the offer. 7-star Nexus Crystals don't even exist. That's not even true either. I'm going back to before puberty. Kabam Mike's got me so worked up. We We just looked at a crystal where 7-star Nexus can be purchased every day for Valiant players. It's a 0.5% chance, but it still exists. It doesn't even exist. It existed during Valentine's Day. This is not me trying to be overly dramatic. This is driving me crazy. Like, what world are they living in? This is not the world of this game. This is not... What is this? What? Okay.
Down, boy, down.
I can't stop. This is breaking my... I'm more worked up about this than the Kabam Mike post about nerfing Hercules, because at least that was still sort of a weird hypothetical worded as a fact. This is something in the game right now that's still mislabeled, and there's like multiple false statements in the statement trying to correct the other false statements. Hey, I know if you're trying to get sober what you should do, drink this keg. We are measuring the impact of this issue. Measuring the impact. How many people bought it? Is that what that means? And we'll have further steps for you all after that is done. Bro, you just lied twice in this all-time hilariously awful post. What even is life right now? And then the second one was Kickrock saying, I have the units and I say no. Plus, Mike is a liar. There are 7-star Nexus in the game. We just looked at the post in the game. You have a chance of getting one of the superior mythic crystals. I got one the other week. Yeah, Kickrocks, you did get one and I didn't, and I'm very happy for you. This could be a 30-minute video, but we need to wrap this up. I'm speechless, which is ironic because I'm talking right now. But how do you think that you are putting out a fire by giving false statements? And remember, he's saying, we took away the offer until we can clarify the content, which means fix the typos.
Uh-huh.
When we go to
Which is not a hard thing to do.
I also hear that a lot. It still says in the special offer 6-star Nexus Selector Bundle, and when you click on it, there's no Nexus. And we're going to end this video in case somebody started it halfway through. I don't know why you would, but maybe they did. Anytime you read Kabam Mike denied the existence of a 7-star Nexus like it's an 8-star Batman, remember this image. And this is why I never want to be part of a content creator program with Kabam, because I want to be able to make these videos with no fear of repercussions. Because Kabam, all-time messed up today. I was going to say something else that was not family friendly, and I had to stop myself. Read the words on the screen. 7-star Nexus Hero Crystal. 0.5%. They exist every day in this crystal for Valiant players. To say that they don't exist when this is the second time we've seen them, the first time being Valentine's Day whale offer week. I don't know what you want us to do with this. How are we supposed to feel about this? Hunter, I feel like at this point, this is an insult to the word gaslighting. Like, gaslighting, the phrase gaslighting, which is overly used in our culture, for being honest, that's an understatement for what this is. This is just stupidity mixed with ignorance.
True.
All right, if you're watching live, stay tuned. I'm going to go drink some water and, I don't know, maybe something stronger. Stephen Burris, I might have to hit you up. If not, thanks for watching.
Good night.